What's going on, guys? One Chains Gaming back here with another video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are doing build videos, lineup videos, gameplay, streams, a little bit of everything, right? It's the start of 2K season, so I'm kind of playing a little bit of everything, just kind of get a feel for the game. But today, we are going to be covering the 6'8 shooting guard build I made, right? This is going to be the Tracy McGrady build for those that are asking. A little bit of I wouldn't say everything. Everything I don't think is a fair assumption. But I feel like you can really specialize in a couple of things and really make these 6'8 builds really glitchy. Whether you're playing Park, you're playing 5s. I know a lot of people, obviously before patches come out and whatnot, for right now people are running 6'8s at the 1 and running either a couple of centers, a couple of footers, a couple of 7'4s. You can kind of get a little mixy with it, right? So today we are going over the Tracy McGrady build. You are going to have to go shooting guard because you cannot get 6'8 at point guard. It maxes at 6'7". For the weight, we are going to go 185 because it's just the minimum weight. I wanted the maximum amount of speed, maximum amount of agility, right? That's what matters. And then for this, we are actually going to lower this 2. So the reason we are lowering this 2 from default, right? You can lower it 1 if you guys want to do it a certain way. But I lowered it 2. The reason is you can get 95 midi. 95 midi is half Deadeye. I wanted half Deadeye personally on a Tracy McGrady build, so then therefore I went 6'9 on my hands. We are going to start with the physicals first. We are going to go 87 on the speed here. It's kind of the highest you can get as of right now. Again, this is also recorded with me having 4 cap breakers in mind, guys. So keep that in mind. Depending on what cap breakers you have, you might be able to mix a couple of things around. 80 agility, the reason for that is because that is what you need in order to get on-ball menace to at least gold, right? This build's going to have, I know it's kind of a surprise, build's going to have 92 perimeter, so you need 80 agility with that in order to get your gold on-ball menace. Strength, we are going to go 73. The reason you go 73 for strength is because you want gold strong handles, right? You want the strong handles animations, stuff like that. They're not as good as last year, but they're still pretty good. So you keep those around. And then we go 78. This will be for dunk packages, can be cap raked at a later point in time. Rebound, we are going to go 70 defensive rebound, or 70 offensive rebound, sorry. It is to get, it's not necessarily, the biggest badges in the world, but you do get silver box out beast at 70. Help a little bit with box outs. You can't get 80 offensive board. That is why we just capped it at 70 and moved on, right? Defensively now, you're going to go 60 interior. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of interior, but it works as long as you get a wall up. We are going to go 90 perimeter. Again, cap breakers in mind. I used 2 cap breakers here to get this to 92 in order to get your gold challenger. Steal, I kept it 60 because steals as of right now aren't really a big thing in this game. So I didn't feel the need to really push myself for 73. I would recommend going 73 just to get silver interceptor. Once lanes get patched, everybody gets their max +2s. You can put it on interceptor and have half interceptor on this build. Personally, I would recommend going higher. I'm a cheapskate. I went lower because then I can blame the 60 steal when I don't get a steal. It works out pretty well for me. And then block, we're going 74. So the reason we're going 74 block is because you want the bronze paint patrol. You could go a little bit higher, get silver high flyer denier. I'm not really going to try for chase downs. If I'm not in front of the guy, I'm just going to run out of the way and have my center go get him, right? Now, playmaking wise, pass act, I went 71. I know a lot of people are going higher pass act. I don't really notice it. This is the second highest pass act I have on any build. My center actually is the one that has 87. He throws pretty good passes. 71 throws okay passes. It's not the end of the world, right? It doesn't make me absolutely rage at the game. And you get silver dimer from it. I think it's good enough. Ball handle, we are going to go 86. As long as you get 85 for your animations, 85 is a threshold for a lot of animations. I go 86 just because, I don't know, I kind of felt like it. Now, speed with ball. You can go 75 here, right? 75 is what you need for silver lightning launch. However, if you go 80 speed with ball, this will get you the best takeover on the game, okay? Oh, that's not the button I wanted. So, there's this takeover down here, there. the ability that's called Blur. So once you run by somebody and you go to dunk the ball, almost your entire meter's green, right? It's basically slasher badge with a blow by. So for that reason, Blur is the badge that I have on this build because allows you to get to the rim, you get a better stick dunk, and you move a little bit faster sometimes depending on what you upgrade once you have like your custom takeovers and stuff. I will also be doing separate videos on custom takeovers for builds and what I think are the best custom takeovers. Do with that information as you please. But that is all for playmaking. We're now going to move on to the shooting. Another spot that I used, cap breakers. So we're going to go 90 mid-range. Reason for that, you put 2 cap breakers on, you will get your gold Deadeye. You put 3 cap breakers on, that's when you get Hoff Set Shot Specialist, you'll have gold Shifty, and you'll have Hoff Deadeye. 3 ball I went 83. A lot of people have been going 89. I personally don't think you need it. This is just to get bronze limitless. I'm not pulling from the half court line on this build personally. I'm more worried about getting on the rim, playing decent defense. So I went a little skimpy on the 3 ball, right? Most people are going 89 and then you drop the midi. Some people are doing midi and 3 ball. I think that's a little insane. I understand it for Park, especially if you're a 2s player. Max your midi, max your 3 ball, go have a blast, right? Now, the finishing, one of the last spots here. I went 89 driving. So the reason I went 89 driving is for your contact animations, right? So you want contact animations. That's the reason for the Vertigan. You get the pro contacts. Eventually, the goal is to get this up to, the 93 and the 80 for the Vert to get Posterizer. Because once you get that, then you can max plus 2 your Posterizer. You can have Legend Posterizer. Really go get on the rim. I know a lot of people are also making these builds with the 93 driving, 80 dunk off rip just for your meter is just ginormous, guys. I'm going to be entirely honest. Your meter is just ginormous. So however you guys want to kind of customize it, I think this is a pretty good template. I put a little bit of free throw on here, not much. I did put 70 free throw on there just because for rec you kind of need it, prime you kind of need it. Everywhere else it's not really all that important, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, that is the template for the build. If anything, I would just throw, a couple points there, a couple points there. What's the last spot? There we go. Woohoo! Build is done. Okay. So this is the badges you get. As far as your max plus 2s, max plus 1s, right? I would max plus 2 for tier 1 handles for days if you're the primary ball handler. That gives you Hoff handles for days. I feel like it works pretty well. Lightning launch, same thing. Go to Hoff. I feel like it works okay. I think that's more of a dribble 6 thing as to why you're not as explosive. But on this game, you don't have to be super explosive. You kind of wiggle around and then you go dunk the ball. It's great. For max plus 1s, I would probably run, it again depends on what you're playing, right? So if you're playing primary ball handler, I would run like your Unpluckable or your Posterizer, Deadeye, stuff like that. And then tier 2 wise, again, depends on what you're playing. You could run Dimer, you could run Paint Patroller, you could run Immovable, you could run Aerial Wizard. There's just the possibilities are endless, guys, right? This is why it's one of the best builds, positions, heights in the game, right? So that is going to be the 6-8. For the guys that want to know, here is your official walkout for the official Tracy McGrady build. 2-way mid-paint creator. I can't explain to you guys the amount of times 2-way and mid-paint have started a build name for me. I think it's been almost every time other than my centers. But that is going to do it. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.